Howdy! So today I'm going to go ahead and get the rifle sighted in a little bit because we have a exciting new thing that we have not done out here before, and that is shooting some tannerite. So tannerite is kind of a, I don't know, a hometown, small town little explosive. So never done that before out here, and yeah, it should be kind of exciting. So it's going to be a real rough, just sighting in enough to where we can have a small grouping. So just going to be shooting at this for now. So because you can't see it, I'm going to show you I am wearing ear protection because with tannerite, you really don't want to be messing around with the concussion blast that it's going to leave behind, as well as guns are kind of loud in general. So we're going to send a couple downrange and see how accurate this little red dot is right now, and then dial it in and shoot some tannerite. Let's go see how we did. Need to go up a smidgen, so I'm going to go grab an Allen wrench so we can adjust it a little bit, and then I think we should be good. Let's go see how it did. So I doubt you can see this really at all, but kind of like a 6-inch grouping, which is really terrible in most cases, but since we're a pretty good distance away using a red dot and the wind's blowing, so it's kind of moving my target around, I'm going to call it good enough for government work and put the tannerite out there. Plus, we're going to be missing so often that it's going to be kind of exciting to where when we hit it, we won't really know until we've actually hit it. So, should be pretty fun. So here is the tannerite. We have some directions to follow, a little bit of chemistry to do. We have to mix the accelerant with the primary explosive inside of this larger crucible here and then put it back into the smaller one. And then we're going to go ahead, put it on downrange, and blow it up. America. So my filming situation is a little bit weird. We are currently using a lawn chair as a tripod, and I am sitting on the ground. So I'm going to try to do this on camera as best as I can, according to the directions. It says pour white granular contents of the target container into the mixing container. This looks pretty much like that. Delicious. Tear open and pour the contents of the catalyst packet into the mixing container. Mix very well. Okay. Going ahead and gonna dump this in there. This is one of those embarrassing moments where I coulda, shoulda, woulda brought a pocket knife. But we're gonna make do with the stick. Seems safe, right? Alright. Ooh, that stuff is fine, and the wind is strong here, so really going to try to not dump that all over the place. Especially in my face, because that's currently the direction of the wind. Alright. That's pretty well all of it. Put the cap back on. Alright. So now we got to mix it, which I'm assuming this is mixing. A little, worrisome, because as far as I'm aware, this is an explosive, and I'm just shaking it up here. But gonna trust that these instructions know what they're doing. While we're loading this magazine up, I just want to say a couple things and let you all know a little something. First off, we're out on my private property right now, and there is nobody behind me, there's nobody beside me, and there is decent enough tree coverage everywhere to where nobody is going to get hurt, other than possibly myself. But since I am kind of a professional in IT, I do not suggest trying this at home. I also do not recommend firing weapons in your backyard unless you've discussed it with local law enforcement that it is okay to do so. Because you can get in a lot of trouble messing around with guns, and not just with the law. You're never going to forget hurting somebody if it's your fault. Let's give it a shot. That was terrible. I'm pretty sure I just hit it, and it didn't blow up. I don't know how to feel about that. So I wasn't having too much luck with that red dot on the AR. It's a new red dot to me, and honestly I don't feel like going through a bunch of boxes of ammo in order to sight it in right now. So I grabbed my trusty old 30-30. Gonna go ahead and send it on down there, and I think this should be pretty quick comparatively. That was pretty cool. Trusty old snipperiffle saves the day. So yeah, that was pretty big. And what's funny is, like, on camera it probably doesn't even look that huge, but like when you're actually there, the feeling that it puts in your gut, you kind of have an idea of what it would do to a refrigerator. Not that I have any desire to find a refrigerator on the side of the road and blow it up. But yeah, it tore up my little shooting stump pretty good. So all of this used to look really musky and old because the clay had been exposed for a while, and pretty much that whole coat of clay is totally fallen off. Pretty much it also took care of a couple of the plants nearby. But yeah, I think in a more enclosed environment it could wreak some pretty serious havoc. Anyhow, that's all for now. God bless.